All right, man. Let me plug the joint right quick. Do guys really think money is power in dating? I hear a lot of guys all the time. They'll say, money is power, or they will equate a woman's value with her beauty, but they will equate a man's power with his potential to earn, right? How much money he makes, right? This is what they say, that money is power. And that's not completely accurate, right? Because if money was power, and now listen to me now, if money was power, why are guys getting taken to the cleaners because of their money, right? Because if money was really power, like guys say it is, why do you have guys with money, but they can't get their women to act right? Why is that? If money was really power, why are guys talking about not getting married if you have money because you'll get taken to the cleaners? The chick will get half your shit, right? If money was so powerful, couldn't you use that money to influence that woman's behavior so she won't take you to court? See, here's the reality about money and power. Okay, and I've said this. Now, money is a tool, and it is a very powerful tool. Money is a strong influencer. Okay, it's a strong motivator. Money will motivate people to do some outrageous things for it. Here is the problem, right? If you are a weak, passive man before you got the money, you're just a weak, passive man with money once you get it. Okay. And this is why guys get used for their money, right? This is why guys complain about gold diggers. See, the fact that guys will complain about gold diggers suggests that that woman has so much power and influence that guys could be used for their money. So, who has the real power? Sex or money? What's the real power? Sex or money? Right? So when guys talk about, oh, get your money up, women will come. And let me just say this, the whole high value man narrative was about money and power. It was about men getting to a point where they're making X amount of dollars. So now they can basically influence women because of their earnings. See, here's the thing. Here's the thing. And I want people to think about something. If you have guys talking about being a high value man, that you should make X amount of dollars to be considered a high value man, right? If you have guys that say, get your money up and women will come, right? You're admitting to the fact that sex is so much more powerful than your money that in order for you to get to the sex, you have to get to the money first. So, how is money power? How is money power if that's the case? Sex is power. Sex is power. Because all the chick got to do is look cute. And if she look cute enough to the right guys, she getting to their money. Do guys really think money is power in dating? If you put money in the hands of a man who was powerful before he had the money, then money is a powerful tool for him. If you put money in the hands of a weak ass simp, a trick, or a beta male, then his shit just gonna get took. That's how that shit goes. Weak niggas get their shit took. So when you guys are complaining about all these guys online getting taken to the cleaners, Tyreek Hill, as an example, weak men get their shit took. So when we talk about rich and powerful men, all right, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. One of the things I like to talk about is men who exhibit passive behavior and men who exhibit assertive behavior. So this is what I find interesting, right? When we talk about guys talking about money is power. Do guys really think money is power in dating? Well, if money was such a powerful tool for men, why are men being dictated to? Why are guys making videos where they are flying women out? They're flying women out feeding these bitches, putting them up in these extravagant hotels, but the chicks still won't fuck. I thought money was power. Do guys really think money is power in dating? For a dude with no game who is passive, no. You having money makes you a target. And this is what guys don't understand. If you are a dude with no game, all having money does is it makes you a target. See, a lot of guys, before they had money, they were invisible to women. They were invisible. And now that they have money, they're visible, but they're only visible for their money. See, when you say money is power, that implies that the man wielding it is not powerful unless he has it. Well, if you a dude and you gamed up, you got the power before you got the money. The money just makes you more powerful. You got the power before. See, here's the thing, and this is what guys don't understand. if you were financially challenged, if you were financially challenged and you were still able to influence women, you were still able to have sex with the women you were attracted to for free, and you're able to influence these women without spending money or without having it really, you already are a powerful man. And this is what guys don't understand. You're already powerful, right? And you know this to be the case because hobosexuals wouldn't exist. And for those of you who don't know what hobosexuals are, it's basically guys who are homeless or in between jobs, and they're basically fucking for shelter, where basically their good looks and their sex game is providing them shelter. Women want to move them in. See, sex appeal is powerful. Sex appeal is very, 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 very powerful. And if you actually have some game, you can utilize the fact that women are attracted to you to influence those women and have things happen your way. See, when guys say get your money up or money is power, these guys have no influence when it comes to women at all. And even when they get money, they still have no influence over women, right? So let me go back to what I was alluding to earlier about men who are actually powerful men. See, if money was truly powerful, right? Because money is powerful in the hands of a man who already has power before he had it. But if money was truly powerful for all men, then why are guys being dictated to? An example is this: guys go to the passport bros, they go overseas. Do you think these guys aren't being dictated to? Do you think that these women aren't telling these guys, this is what we're going to do, this is how much you're going to pay? So you're a customer. You're not a boss. You know what I'm saying? You're a customer. See, hold on. You are a customer. So the seller of the product is telling you how much it costs, and you have to pay the price, right? If you want that thing, right? So who has the real power? You're being dictated to. Because this is what I know most guys are not doing. All these guys who supposedly think power is money, I mean, the power, yeah, power is money, or having money is power. Really, if that's the case, then for all you guys who are on these seeking arrangement sites, and all you tricks and all you guys who like to use your money to try and win the affection of women, shouldn't you be dictating with your money, telling women what you want them to do? Hey, girl, if you want access to this money, if you want me to pay that phone bill, you want me to cash app you XYZ, I'm gonna need you to do this, I'm gonna need you to do that, and I'm gonna need you to be here at this time doing that. Why aren't guys doing that? Right? Because even if you're a trick, you can be an assertive trick. You can be a very aggressive trick, right? You can be an assertive guy who's a trick and basically tell chicks, hey, look, I'm gonna give you XYZ. Or even if you negotiate a fee, once you negotiate a fee, you tell the chick, this is what I expect for the money that I paid. And if I don't get exactly what I want at the time that I want, you and I won't have any further business. Most guys aren't moving like that. Even guys who have money are passive. Guys, if you are a passive guy before you got the money, you're just a passive guy with money. So if you was a lame nigga without money, you were being dictated to. And because you didn't have money, women were using you for your time and your attention. But now that you got money, they're using you for that. So, and here's the thing about being a dude without any game. And I've said this many, many a times. If a woman doesn't outright reject you or tell you she's not interested, and she elects to deal with you, but she's not really attracted to you like that, she's going to use you or misuse you for something. She's going to extract something from you. Guys with no game who have money, that's what women will extract from you is your fucking resources. So when we say, do guys really think money is power in dating? If you had game before the money, you were already powerful. The money just enhances that. If you was a lame dude with no game before you got the money, you just look like a target. You just look like a mark. You just look like a deli shop, lunch meat to these females. Money is only powerful in the hands of a man that had power before he got it. And that's a fact.